Thanks for tuning in to our bonus episode preview. This is just a short sample of this week's exclusive Patreon episode. You can hear the episode in its entirety by becoming a member at patreon.com/IndoctriNation, where you'll gain access to all of our exclusive episodes and merchandise. Hello, lovely, lovely, lovely Patreon supporters. Here is another bonus episode as our gift to you. In honor of the time of year and the holidays that a lot of people who are listening are going to be celebrating, Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and all the other religious groups and their holidays, we wanted to try to tackle the subject that comes up for a lot of people, especially during the climate in the world now, which is talking to people with differing views. It is so important to understand how to do that if it's at all possible. And if someone else who you're trying to deal with makes it impossible, it doesn't mean you didn't do it well enough or the right way. It's just they might not be quite ready to have the discussion. But let's try to get to some of the heart of it. And the first thing to try to understand is something called cognitive dissonance. These are opposing viewpoints, and it creates a lot of discomfort and resistance. It's a psychological theory developed by Leon Festinger in the 1950s and refers to the mental discomfort or tension that a person experiences when they hold two or more contradictory beliefs and values and attitudes at the same time, or when their behavior contradicts their beliefs or values. So, it causes tension because it's a challenge to self-identity, and there's a fear of being wrong. Maybe your view isn't right. Maybe you always thought it was, and here this other person is challenging it, or exposure to new material is challenging it. And then the effort it takes to change. Sometimes when you have dealt with family where the whole time you've been talking about something that really matters to you or that is really your view of things, and then new information comes up and you change your views, it might actually be hard to go back on it the next time because you're going to be faced sometimes with people who say, but wait, you gave me a horrible time about that last year and now you agree with me? Sometimes people have a hard time letting you actually change your views. Still not a reason enough not to do it. And then the social consequences of having different views. You know that it might cause negative feedback or create discomfort, and you might think that you just need to get through the night or that interchange without causing too much problem. So to reduce the cognitive dissonance, people might ignore or deny the opposing viewpoints, or only seek out information that supports their current beliefs, which is all too easy to do now with if you watch CNN or Fox or MSNBC or go on to so many things online that have leanings to the right and to the left and everywhere in between. And then there's also the fear of vulnerability. It's hard when you suddenly change your mind, you agree with the person you were arguing with the last time, because in some circles, that would be seen as showing confidence and logic and growth. But in other circles, like in cultic groups, that would be seen as being weak or absolutely being wrong. So sometimes when people have been involved in cultic groups, they have a huge fear of being wrong. And this is linked to the push for perfectionism, the desire, the need within certain circles, certain groups for approval, or else you're demoted, or else you're pushed out.